Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Come in and let me know if you're around. If you're catching the live, come and say hi. Let me know where you're joining me from. Likewise, if you are catching the replay, I'd love you to drop in and say hi anyway. Drop us a little hashtag replay so we know that you caught it, and let us know what you think of the card and the tapping. And if you hear me say tapping and you think, what is this? And you might be new here, you're very welcome. My name's Emma Starling. I'm the Inner Smile Coach, and this is the Daily Tap. So tapping, otherwise known as emotional freedom technique, or EFT for short, is a way to regulate your own emotions. It's a way to take back control over your state, over your thoughts and your behaviors, and the way that life goes for you and the way you navigate through it. And I've been doing this for almost 7 years. This December, it'll be 7 years since we've been doing this live weekdays, most days, to show you how to do tapping in a very basic, simple way, and how to incorporate that into your everyday life so that you get the cumulative effects of tapping, which are things like better sleep, lower stress generally, better immune function, better mood, better regulation, all of these good things, better bowel movements, better sex life, you name it. You tap regularly and you'll get better of pretty much everything. Hi Lynn, hey Philippa, hey up Chuck, how are we? So as you can see, I'm shuffling, or as you can hear, I'm shuffling a deck of cards. So the way that we do this here, the way that we roll, is that I pull a card from another deck, whether that's Oracle, Tarot, Affirmation, doesn't matter, Angel deck. And we use tapping to tap in some affirmations. So whilst it's not therapeutic EFT in a clinical sense, it will give you it will give you all you need to know about how to do it, and it will give you an experience so you can feel it in your body. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to focus on an area of your body initially that's got tension, tightness, discomfort, or pain in it. And then we're going to come back to that afterwards. But when you place your attention on that area, I just want you to give yourself a mark out of 10 for how intense that tension, tightness, discomfort, stiffness, or pain is. If 10 is the most intense. So if your shoulders are really hurting you, for example, it might be an 8 out of 10 in intensity, right? So just give yourself a number, jot it down here, and then we'll come back afterwards and check it. Hi, Elizabeth, because that will give you the tangible feedback that you need to see that tapping is working. A lot of you here with me today, particularly at the moment, you know it works, right? You don't need the proof. However, if you're new, it's really good to give yourself that feedback loop so that you go, actually, this is real, because it is. It's rooted in science. It's all about the amygdala and the stress response and cortisol and adrenaline and nervous system regulation and all of that good stuff. It has an energetic aspect to it too, and that's all very good. 6 on the middle back right now. Ooh, okie dokie. So what do we need to know today as a collective? I'm going to just see what card comes out. And today I'm actually using the Light Seers Tarot, so I'm kind of matchy in terms of green already. But this is a lovely deck by Chris Ann. It is a tarot deck. If you're not into decks and you're not particularly into tarot, you don't like it, don't worry about it. This is a very positive deck, and you can just take it for what it is, which is just a bunch of really beautifully illustrated affirmation cards, right? So, and guess what came out? The star. And look at the matchy with the stars on my top and the star on the card. That's how we know that it's all in alignment, and it's a really spot on message, because it always matches something about me, whether it's my earrings, my clothes, my hair, something, or something in the background. So we've got the star today. I just love the artwork on this card. These cards, it's a beautiful deck. So let's have a look at what the star's got to say. Now, if you're a tarot aficionado, then by all means put your feeling below about what the star is representing for us today. Play along, I don't mind, nobody's stepping on my toes. But it's a really stunning deck, and it says it's about expectations fulfilled, wishes granted, opportunities, healing after traumatic events, knowing that you're on the right path, inspiration, and renewed hope. It's a very simple affirmation, actually. I'm going to read you out the whole thing, but the affirmation that we're going to tap in is a one-liner, and it's this: I expect miracles. I love that. But let's see what it's got to say. So it says, sink into the dreamlike inspiration of the star. And it kind of is, right? It's very swishy and ethereal. She sends a message of divine timing and renewed hope, and she guides you to reach for that string of serendipity and faith. Your future is increasingly bright, and you are blessed by the universe. And that is the 3rd time I've had that exact message today. So thank you for that. Your core purpose is beginning to bubble at the surface of your reality, and your path is intrinsically tied to your biggest mission and your brightest opportunities for expansion. You could not make this up. Step onto a path of fulfillment and happiness with starlight to guide you. Allow your innate essence to shine through any residual darkness right now. Uncover any limiting beliefs or self doubt that you are holding on to. Find the courage to voice any unexpressed emotions and release every bit of outgrown energy that is anchoring you to the past. Really interesting, that statement. It's time to release and ascend. As you let go, you'll focus on the future and you will find your biggest source of inspiration and love. The stars are aligning in your favor and it's time to trust them. Now, this is really pertinent as well because we're in the shadow phase. We're about to be in the new moon. We're coming up to a new moon, right? When all is dark and all you can see is the stars. Okay. So I really love this energy. And it's like, it's linked, isn't it? From her heart space, it's wrapped all around her and it's going all the way up. Wish fulfilled, wish granted. It's so beautiful. So we're just going to tap in this really simple affirmation and see what comes up for you. Okay. Now, have a think and let me know in the comments if you are feeling any resistance physically to this. And the way that you'll know, is if you think about the area that was tense, tight, or uncomfortable before, just place your attention on it. Has it kind of got even more tense, tight, or uncomfortable? Sometimes it can. And that's a really good sign that we are onto something, right? So you might want to journal around that, around what you believe to be possible for you in terms of this kind of wish fulfillment and expansion, right? And the title of this, I'll go back to that, was I sit for a second and I go, right, what am I going to call this? And it dropped in, direct your fate. And that's what this is all about, right? We have to take the reins, get rid of anything that's getting in the way, and expect miracles. So let's tap it in. So take 2 fingers, full responsibility for your own well-being. What that means is if this triggers you and you get upset, please work with a practitioner to resolve. If that's me, great. If that's not me, great. Just please get some help with it. And just follow me around, tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. Okay. So we start on the inner eyebrow, just there. 3 simple words. I expect miracles. Outside of the eye, right on the corner. I expect miracles. Under the eye, right in the middle. I expect miracles. Maybe take some nice deep breaths and lean into how that feels when you say it, right? Under the nose, in the middle. I expect miracles. Feels really expansive, doesn't it? Chin. I expect miracles. Collarbones. I expect miracles. That's just below the knobbly bits. Under the arm. I expect miracles. For anybody just joining, it's the star card. Top of the head. I expect miracles. Okay. So come to a stop. Take a nice deep breath. That's a novelty for me. I haven't been able to do that for a while. And then just tune back into the area of your body that was tense, tight, uncomfortable, or in pain before we started. And just notice where your points are now out of 10, 10 being the most intense. So what would you say it is now? And for those of you just joining, we've just tapped on the star card. And if you look, there's stars on the card and there's stars on my top. So it's very much a matchy-matchy today. You got to love that. Down to a 4 after 1 round. Wonderful. And it's always a good idea to maybe journal. This is aimed at anybody, to journal around what you think is underneath that pain, right? That discomfort, that tension or tightness, because the physicality of anything and the emotion is intrinsically linked. 85% of chronic physical conditions have an emotional component, right? That's just one aspect. So if you work on the emotions, the physical stuff will diminish. If you work on the physical stuff, the emotions will subside. Less. Brilliant. Okay, good. So in terms of, where do you go from here? I would suggest coming back and doing this as often as you can. There should be 7 years worth of videos on this page somewhere. I know the format of Facebook has changed a little bit. And I also have a YouTube channel, which this is streaming to as well. So if you are not in Facebook, if you ever get stuck, you can bob on over to either LinkedIn or YouTube. YouTube is working towards being my primary channel. And I will be doing, as of the start of December, a weekly, slightly longer training or information video or something like that. Yeah, so feel free to come over and join me over there. Please, if you're going to come over, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification so that you see when I put new content up. So that's it for now. And I will see you again tomorrow on the Daily Tab. Lots of love. Bye for now.